Hey everybody, sorry, my name is Ikea, and so today on the menu we are actually going to be making a zucchini casserole. So I got this recipe from the Yazio app, and I like this app a lot. It does help me to track my weight loss, workouts, calories, all that good stuff. This video isn't sponsored, by the way, but I did see this and I was like, hey, let's try it. I love vegetables and I love feta cheese, especially when it's baked. So let's try it, you know? Okay, so I'm going to need a potato, zucchini, tomato, and some feta cheese.
Who thinks to put that kind of stuff together and call it a dish?
So we're just going to start by cutting everything up. So just cut these. It says to slice them lightly, slice them really thin. So I try to do that as best as possible. And that way you really end up having a lot depending on the size of your zucchini. I end up cutting 2 zucchinis and I really only needed 1. Okay, so now on to the tomatoes. The pomodoros, my favorite. I don't understand how some people don't like tomatoes. Like, I love them. I grew up with them. My great grandma and granddaddy always fed them to us. Just like tomatoes. So I definitely didn't mind cutting up too many of these because I would just eat these by themselves anyway. Alright, so now onto the potatoes. I would say to kind of boil these first. And to be honest, with most of my potato dishes, I usually boil my potatoes first just a little bit, just to take the hardness off. But I didn't do it this time. And I would definitely stick to my first instinct, which is to boil the potatoes before I bake them. So again, slice these pretty thin. Okay, so now I'm following the recipe but kind of doing my own thing. I drizzle some olive oil over, some salt, Himalayan pink salt, and some crushed black pepper. And I did that for each and every one. I would say that if I were to make this again, that I probably would put more seasoning on it, like garlic powder or onion, but I didn't know how specifically this dish was going to taste, so I just kind of played it safe. So make it your own. Make it your own. This is what I meant by kind of doing it my own way. I didn't add as many of the cheeses that they asked for, like the mozzarella and the cottage cheese. I barely eat dairy anyway, and I'll be honest, I'm definitely not doing cottage cheese. So, hey, take it, get it how you live. Okay, so now it's just time to layer. You just layer it like a casserole. This recipe was pretty easy. I think it took me like 21 minutes altogether to do. Okay, so I baked it at like 395 for like 30 minutes. And to be honest with you guys, my natural and honest reaction of this, I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but I'm going to tell you guys why. Because I personally don't like zucchini. And now after eating this and making this meal, I realize why I only ate zucchini one time in my life. And that's because I don't like it. So with that being said, this is ruled out. But my mom liked it. I just ain't like it. So, hey, it's up to you and what you want to do. It's healthy. You may like it. For me personally, I don't like zucchini, so I ain't like it. Okay, and be sure to check out my other cooking videos. I do a little something, you know, sometimes do a little something. No, for real. This is actually one of my favorite recipes ever, hands down, because it has okra and Brussels sprouts in it. I love those too. So this recipe is really good for Daniel fasting and fasting in general. Keto, vegan, vegetarian is really, really good, and I definitely urge you to try it out.